got? Have you been able to stabilize her?
No, we're prepping her right now.
I called for Dr. Garfield.
Clark, I need to assist on this one.
Well,
we'll talk about it while we scrub. The woman doesn't have a lot of time. I'm just glad Dr. Donnelly got a hold of me so fast.
Scott, was Victoria brought in here?
Yeah, we're bringing her into surgery right now.
What about Chip?
What do you mean?
He was in the car with her.
Yeah, where have they taken him? Is he all right?
I don't know anything about the child. I only saw them bring in Victoria.
All right, don't panic. Check pediatrics. They would have taken him there. I have to go into surgery right now.
Well, how is she doing?
Everybody's doing their best.
Great. Look, why don't you see what you can find out? I'm gonna check pediatrics.
Excuse me.
Dr. McLaughlin, Dr. Jack McLaughlin, report to 5th floor.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a small child, a boy. They would have just brought him in. He was in an automobile accident. I was told he might be here.
Well, why don't you try the main desk?
But don't you have some kind of admissions chart or something? His name's Chip. Actually, it's Channing Capwell III. He's 1, and I really need to know where he is.
Sorry, sir. I just came on duty. I
Look,
have
ma'am,
no idea what...
Ma'am, look, you work here. He's my son. Okay? Now, would it be too much to ask you to take a moment out of your schedule and find out where he is, please? Thank you.
Cruz, there were no records at the desk.
I don't believe this place.
Hey, I just brought a little kid in here 15 minutes ago. A little boy. Real bad car accident.
Yeah? Where is he? Where'd they take him?
He's in pediatrics. They're examining him now.
Well, wait a second. Well, how is he? I mean, talk to me, for God's sake.
He seemed fine. They just want to make sure that there's nothing internal. When I brought him in, he looked okay.
Did you get his name?
No, I didn't.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off, man, but
Hey,
he's my
it's
boy,
all right.
you know?
I understand. I got a son of my own, you know?
Okay. Well, if you see him...
There he is.
Chipper?
Nurse Phillips, contact
Come here, little buddy. Oh, well, you look just fine. He's fine. Oh, buddy, everything's gonna be all right now. Thank God.
How we doing?
Oh, we're doing okay.
You know, you ought to try and sleep. You've got a busy day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
Well, I don't like to give out sleeping pills before the test.
Well, that's good because I don't like to take sleeping pills so we're even.
Good. By the way, did you make that phone call?
Well, I got up enough courage to call, and he wasn't home, so I think I have to keep on trying.
I guess you will.
Listen, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Well, it's about your wife. I hope you don't mind.
If my answer will help put you at ease, I don't mind at all.
Well, I was wondering if when she found out she couldn't have children, if she told you right away.
No, she didn't. But to make a long story short, we finally got it all out in the open. She was terrified that I'd leave her if I knew that she couldn't bear me a child. We talked, and I just assured her that I loved her more than anything, and nothing could change that. And we both went to counseling, and then we adopted. And we're still together and very much in love. I've taken up enough of your time. You need to rest.
Hey, I really want to thank you for everything.
I'll see you in the morning. And Mrs. Capwell, I didn't see you there.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Did you learn anything?
Hope so. Heavens, he wasn't hurt.
At least not physically.
What do you mean?
Well, this would have been a tough thing for anybody to go through, let alone a little kid. I mean, there's no telling what kind of psychological effect it had on him.
I think he's still young enough to block this all out.
Yeah, but when you push that stuff down into your subconscious is when you get into trouble. Lord forbid he should lose his mama now, I'll tell you that.
She's gonna be fine. She's stronger than you think, and she will pull through this.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just worried about him.
Why don't you let me take him home, all right? It's late and he's exhausted.
What do you mean, take him home?
It'll just be a while before you hear any word from Victoria, so I have plenty of room. I have a nanny. I could just keep him until you...
What are you talking about? This is my boy here. He's gonna come home with me.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yes, he's my responsibility, Julia. It's an excellent idea.
Dr. Garfield, how's Victoria?
Well, she's stabilized, but it's still touch and go. That was a terrible accident. Is there anyone here for her?
Yeah, there's 2 people around the corner.
I'd better go talk to them.
What was that supposed to prove?
I wasn't supposed to prove anything. You couldn't have handled that surgery alone.
I am perfectly aware of my limitations. And I don't need anybody to go over my head to tell me what they are.
Scott, I was afraid you'd let your emotional involvement affect your performance
Do you
in there.
think for a second that I would risk Victoria's life because of my ego?
I'd rather be proven wrong than right.
Don't make judgments on my capabilities as a doctor based on your experiences with other people. Let's get something straight here. I am not your father.
We won't know much more tonight. Why don't you both go on home and get some rest?
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Listen, there's really nothing we can do here. That's a good idea, but will you call us, please, the minute you hear anything?
Of course, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Well, come on, Chip, are you ready? We're getting home with Daddy tonight.
I'm sorry, sir. That's not possible. The child can't leave the hospital.
What are you talking about? You just told me he was fine.
Oh, he is. The child can't leave the hospital without his mother's permission.
Well, that might be a little difficult, seeing as how she is in intensive care.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's all right. I am his father, believe me. Let's go, Julia.
I don't want to have to call security. Would you please hand me the child?
Why don't you come in tomorrow and you can spend the whole day with the boy?
I don't want to come in tomorrow. I want to take him home with me now.
I'm afraid you just can't.
Julia, will you talk to these people? Will you explain to them that I have the legal right to take my son home?
All right, just calm down. Okay?
I don't want to calm down. I want you to explain that to these people.
I can't do that. Legally, Victoria does have to give her consent.
That is ridiculous.
I know.
I don't believe that.
I'm sorry. I know that it doesn't make any sense, but there's nothing we can do about
Okay,
it right now.
look. Now listen to me. This is a baby, right? I'm not going to leave him alone here overnight in this hospital. He's upset already. He's been through more than most adults go through it. Hey, you could call anybody you want. Call the police. Nobody's going to take this baby away from me. We got something much more valuable than just hope.
We do.
Yeah. We have devotion that is beyond compare. And I know in my heart that it's only going to grow when our family comes. Oh, baby. And little kid's going to be running around, going to be filling us up with love till we burst. I have a vision. Tell me you believe it.
Oh, I do. With all my heart.
The times that I spent wanting you, the days that I couldn't see you, the nights that I spent without you, couldn't keep me away from you.
Okay, well, we'll just wake up a judge then.
Cruz, we're not going to get a court order. It's not going to do any good. You have to wait until Victoria gives her okay. It'll be a while.
Then I want to talk to Victoria now. You see, I'm sure she'll agree the baby has to stay with me.
Absolutely not. She can't have any visitors for at least 48 hours.
Doc, you don't understand. She will agree with me.
You don't understand, Mr. Castillo. This child's mother is in critical condition. I won't allow it.
Nurse Hedrick reports.
All right, if that is the only solution, if the boy has to stay in the hospital overnight tonight by himself, well, I guess that's the way it's going to be, but I think it stinks. You know as well as I do, it doesn't look out for the boy.
Excuse me, doctor, but your patient is very concerned about her son, Mrs. Capwell. Now, Dr. Scott suggested that Mr. Castillo be allowed to reassure her.
Well, looks like we have a second opinion here. I have to double check on something. If you want to go to Mrs. Capwell's room, I'll be happy to meet you there.
Thank you. Listen, Julie, will you hold on here for just a couple minutes? I'll be right back.
Oh. Oh, honey, it's okay.
It's all right.
All right, it's okay.
Nurse's station. Orderly with wheelchair.
Tori, it's me, Cruz.
Cruz?
Listen, I want you to listen to me carefully.
Jeff.
No, Chip is fine. Chip's okay. Not a scratch on him. He's fine.
Sorry.
No, listen. I'm sorry to bother you right now. But they won't let me take Chip home with me. Yeah, they want you to give him permission to let me take him.
He's okay.
Yes, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. Nothing happened to him. And I want to take him home with me until you get better.
I want you to...
Tori, if you can, will you tell them it's all right for me to take Chip?
Perhaps you better go now.
Yeah.
Cruz,
Yeah?
I want you to take Jim home. Be careful. Take him home.
I'll take good care of him.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be okay. Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Hello?
Shipper, we missed it. Oh, I didn't get here in time to find out. It was probably Eden.
Well, good. I'm going to go next door and get you some baby things, okay?
Thank you. That'd be nice. I'd appreciate that.
Are you sure that you want to do this?
Oh, you're not going to start on me too now, are you, Julia? I mean, don't you think I got enough of that at the hospital? I can, that's ridiculous. He's my son. Perfectly capable of taking care of him while Tori gets well.
I was thinking about Eden.
Eden is not going to have a problem with this, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on me. It's going to be tough on her. But you hopefully can understand why I have to do it anyway.
Okay, I understand. And I will do whatever I can to help you.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Go get the baby things.
Yeah, I know. I'll find you something. We'll get you some, we'll make you something, what do we do? We're gonna make out okay, aren't we, buddy?